officially made it to Baddies E season 1 episode 10. Let's get into this episode. So basically, Smiley and Suki sitting down just kind of discussing like everything, like how they feel about Biggie, the fights that's been going on, about the club, like basically like kind of catching up. They sat there, talked about a cool energy, cool vibe. Basically, Suki was saying how she thinks Biggie was just misunderstood, and Smiley was saying I kind of feel like that's how old Vicky was. They said it's been going down since what Vicky lives, so maybe she like cursed them or whatever. Take it over to the other girl's house. We're gonna call them the bullies, wannabes, because that's really what they are. So they're just really talking about last night, the clubs and like the fighting, just basically recapping. E.T. Scarface, whatever her name is, she says she talked to T and just said she actually wants to get to know her, because like E.T. didn't even try to get to know T. She was just rolling off for Rollie, and Rollie was rolling off for her, and it was just weird. We're gonna squash the beef and all that, and Natalie was like, that's good because I am inviting all the girls over. Like, this is not a fighting house. They're gonna come over here and want to fight. Mariah brings up the chain. Day before the season even started, they fought like first in the beginning of the season, but before the season even started, they had beef. To Smiley beating up Mariah little sister, they had beef, and now they have beef. Bottom line, they show Biggie and Anime going to the hospital. It's a big old bite mark she was going for. It's crazy that Rollie really took a chunk out of her, like she was really hungry or something. I'm really thinking Anime and Biggie was gonna have beef, because in Anime's confessional, she's been leading up, like basically saying how she's feeling Biggie out, this and this and this. And apparently they get to the whole way, I guess, to the hospital. Biggie's trying to give Anna like a speech about being an OG. Anime's basically rolling her eyes at the conversation. Then they get to the hospital, and I guess Anna had an attitude. I don't really know, but Anna hit Biggie with a cover, and Biggie never said anything being hit with a cover. Basically, they kicked her out of the hospital. It was really so nothing, and I believe Biggie, like, she was blowing it up. She was calling the producer, going off. I don't think it was really ever that serious, to be honest. I think she's just having a reason not to like Biggie. Then Camellia and Sky pull up on T, like, it looked like it was like on the side of the road. They had some champagne, and basically they were just talking to T because she only comes to the club, goes, she's not in the house, and they're just asking what's up with her. And like she said, like, she's real big on like energy. She has a good high up energy, and she don't want to be around people that she messes with them, but the rest of the girls, she just feel like they're all weird and their energy has changed, which is understandable. What I found funny is T never said E.T. or Scarface texted her, like, girl, they talked. Like, she still said she basically had beef, or she thinks that E.T. likes her. So I'm so confused. Like, I asked her, like, has she talked to you? And she just said no, like, they haven't talked. So I'm so confused. Switch on to Biggie leaving the hospital. She got like a shot on her arm. You can see they had her like on this whole thing because her arm was big, and she basically said she wanted Cherripie to get to the girls for Anime gets to him and switch the whole story and blow it up, which is what she literally did. And Suki and her friend, because I was so wondering where Suki was, but they had a booking. They're just talking about how Suki's basically saying she don't really bob with groups of girls, just like girls, just so many girls. It's not it, like different vibe. She says people are chemically imbalanced, like, and her and her friends are just discussing how there's just been so many fights, like back to back. Like, they want to be there to teach them sisterhood, get the bag, now it's all this fighting and stuff. But then they finally pull up in Natalie's house. They told them how nice that house is. That house is actually really nice, like, it really is. Take a shot, sipping on some champagne, and Natalie gives them a rundown with all the fights. And even Suki was like, I really don't give two flying fudges. But Suki did say she had a problem with Smiley, because Smiley had texted her after her and Mariah fought. I guess she thought Suki and Mariah were like best friends, so she texted her, was like, hey, I just beat your friend up. Like, I don't know why you would do that unless you want like beef, which we're gonna get into that a little later on in the episode. Retelling that about like how they kind of want to press her, and like Natalie was like, she's been weird, starting all these problems. Natalie was being so fake, like it was so weird. Like Natalie was saying how E.T. ran up on T, but didn't E.T. creep? She's talking about how Rollie really beat Biggie up, kicked her, and she flew. I'm talking about some Natalie. Did we watch the same thing you watched? Cause like Suki was saying she did not care about any of that. Then Natalie talking about some Smiley's causing all these problems. Who has she caused problems with? She really been on her own. Natalie was being so weird, so weird. Then they end up going to the basement. They're gonna wait for the other girls to come. The other girls on the bus, it was a whole lot of nothing on that bus. And Anime tried to tell her a little side about Biggie. She was kind of telling the story kind of funny, but it wasn't really that deep. And like I said, blah blah blah. They finally make it back to Natalie's house. Natalie greets them. They go downstairs. They're taking a shot because this shot o'clock. Smiley, the other girls, like I said, they pull up, and then Smiley is saying she couldn't one drink, to take a fake drink. And then somebody was like, why? And she was like, I just had a miscarriage. I was like, oh, okay. I'll go sit down on the couch. It looks like everybody's a vibe. And then Natalie was asking where Biggie was, and then Sky was like, oh yeah, you bitter. And Rollie's like, what? I didn't buy her. And here go Rollie, I put that on my kids, I put that on God, I didn't buy her. I'm just like, whoa. Wrong. She didn't bite herself, babe. So that means you probably accidentally did it. You probably don't remember. But you didn't put that on your life. You didn't put this on your son. Like, she was like, God can take me right now. Girl, are you sitting up here lying? Like, people don't believe in that, but alright. So then, as I was talking about Biggie, Anime wants to tell everybody the story again. How she hit Biggie with the blanket. How they got kicked out of the hospital. And I guess as they started talking about hospital, Rollie took that as opportunity to bring up Smiley's situation. And basically she's just asking all these questions, and here go Rollie, my people said, who do you have following Smiley around? Like, be so for real. Like, and they're like, you don't have discharge papers? And Smiley's like, I have them in the truck. And they come from, they discharged you with discharge? She never said I don't have them. Obviously not on her, she's not carrying it around. She said it was in the truck. Like, what? Here go Rollie, ooh, if a baby just fell out your coochie, this and that, I wouldn't been coming to a go-kart. You act like she got on the go. Honestly, I didn't really see why she came, but come on, let's get some shit started. And basically she said, like, I guess they was like, why would you come on the show, you knowing you're pregnant? Like, she said, I guess she didn't think it, or she didn't want to believe it. Still came. She just was a little nauseous. I guess she never took the test. Then she found out she did have a miscarriage. I feel bad for Smiley. I believe she did have one. I know she is a little weird. She did a lot to be on the show. In the midst of that, talking about it, Biggie ended up coming, but they're like, hold on, Biggie, we'll get to you next. And Biggie's like, okay. Suki gets in it because Suki just was pressing her about her issue. Like, why'd you text my phone after you beat up Mariah Lynn? Like, what did you, if we in her work clothes, what would you thinking you were getting out of that? Like, she was just like, it was my friend. And then she was like, I don't even know who you're talking about. And like, basically they was just all pressing her. And somebody asked her about Mariah's chain. I asked her, did you like melt it down and give your son a ring? And she said no. Rollie threw her drink on her, and then like Smiley, like, bro, let's be for real. Then Mariah Lynn jump on her. And you could see Smiley led, looked like she was trying to throw up. Like, she said, I just had a miscarriage while y'all playing. And everybody in Mariah's ear like, go get y'all chain back, go get y'all chain back. So Mariah like, yeah. Once y'all get her chain back, over there to try to fight Smiley, and Smiley, you could just tell Smiley not with it. And then it said next on. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a huge thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And as always, I love y'all.